Crypto futures trading can make you a lot of money, but it can also wipe your account very fast. Now, if you don't understand what you are doing in futures trading, you are actually gambling. So in this video, I will show you how to trade crypto futures and also how to understand crypto futures the right way, even if you are a new beginner. Futures trading means you're trading contracts, not just buying tokens or buying coins. All right, you can make a lot of money when price goes up, and also you can make a lot of money when price goes down. And now that's the difference between crypto futures and crypto spot trading, whereby in spot trading you're just buying a token and you can hold it for as long as 5 years to 10 years or even 20 years, depending on your long-term investment. But in crypto futures, no, that is not the case, because you're betting on the price movement. All right, let's take for example, you're saying before 10 p.m. or before 10 a.m. price of Bitcoin or price of Ethereum or price of Solana is going to move from 1 to 5. Now you bet your money. If price actually move from 1 to 5, you are actually going to make money. And if price move from 1 to -1 or -0, you are actually losing money. Now, here are the things you need to understand in crypto futures. Now, which is number one is leverage. Now, this is what makes crypto futures powerful. It's leverage. For example, if you have $100 with 10x leverage equals to 1,000 positions. All right, so if you're using a $100 account and on a particular contract, let's take for example you're trading Solana or any token XRP, and you go on to use 10x leverage, that means you are automatically open a position worth $1,000. all right, but remember, more leverage equals more risk. Now, leverage enables you and also gives you more room to trade higher positions with lower capital. Just like I have said, if you are having $100, you cannot just buy Bitcoin with just $100, but with 10x leverage, you can be able to trade Bitcoin. That means your $100 is equals to 1,000 in positions. All right, that is the power of leverage. And also you can also remember, the more leverage, the more the risk becomes higher. Now, here are the biggest mistakes most beginners traders do when trading crypto futures. Now, before you start, avoid these mistakes. All right, avoid using high leverage. So many new beginners traders want to make a lot of money in a very short amount of time. Thereby, they tend to use higher leverage, and higher leverage will easily blow up your account, especially when you don't know what you are doing. Now, the number two mistake is no stop loss traders. All right, a lot of new beginners traders don't like using stop loss, and guess what? If you don't like using stop loss, the day the market will not move in your favor, you will actually lose the whole of your capital. All right, so now the number three mistake is over trading. A lot of new beginners traders tends to over trade a lot. They make money or they take a loss and they want to make back their loss, and that leads to over trading. Before you know it, you've blown your account. Now the number four thing is following hype. A lot of traders follow hype on Twitter influencers or YouTube or trading gurus. Now, when a trader or a trading mentor you like call out a trade, you just jump into the trade without you actually knowing why that particular trader called out that trade. Now, this is where a lot of people lose money in crypto futures. You need to understand those steps. Now, the step-by-step to trading crypto futures. Now, step one is to choose a reliable platform. Now, you need a good exchange to make sure, you need to make sure the exchange is good and it's also trusted, it's fast, and it's also easy to use. That's why I always recommend using Mex Exchange. Mex Exchange is fast and reliable, especially it's also beginner friendly. If you're looking for a platform that delivers excellently, you can check out Mex Exchange. Link will be in the description below, and you can deposit and also get a 50% discount. All right, why do you need an exchange that is reliable? So that you can trade conveniently, withdraw your money conveniently, and also deposit conveniently. Now the number 2 steps you need to follow to actually start trading crypto futures is keeping leverage low. This is very important. I personally use low leverage like 10x, 5x because I want to manage my risks. Now, mind you, using low leverage doesn't mean you are actually managing your risks. You can be using low leverage and you are having a $1,000 account and you decide to use 500 of your account or your personal funds to trade. That is not risk management. All right, I'm not talking about risk management. I'm talking about low leverage. All right, you need to always use low leverage. Use the minimum of 10x to 5x leverage. Now, you are not a gambler, you are here to grow. So you don't want overnight profit or overnight success, because overnight profit, the market will always take it back. But when you learn how to grow, it will be very hard for the market to take back the money it has given to you. Now the step 3 is understand market structure. So many new beginners traders who want to start trading crypto futures do not understand market structure. They just come to the market and just place trade randomly without analyzing, without understanding the trend or the direction of that market. Now the number 3 things you need to look out for if you are looking for your market structure as a new big trader, you need to understand trend direction. Is this particular market or is this particular contract that I want to buy, is it moving up or is it going down? If the market is moving up, you need to understand that, oh, this market is moving up and buyers are in control. And if it's moving down, you need to understand that, oh, this market is moving down and sellers are in control. That is number 1 thing, which is trend direction. The number 2 thing is key level. A lot of new beginner traders tend to underestimate key levels. Key levels are, so many people call it support and resistance, but key levels are those places market tends to react from whenever market gets to those points. Now that is number 2, key levels. Number 3 are order blocks. So many new beginners traders don't just trade with other blocks, they just trade based on their feelings without analyzing. So these are the 3 things you need to look out for. This gives you an edge on the market. All right, this gives you an edge, because if you look out on these things, you won't be taking trade randomly. Now the number 4 step you need to look out for if you want to actually make money from trading crypto futures is to always wait for confirmation. I don't enter a trade blindly, I wait for a confirmation. Alright, now what are the confirmations you need to wait for before you take a trade? Now you've understand your trend direction, now you've understand your order block. If market comes to your order block as a trader, you need to wait for confirmation. Your confirmation can be a change of character. And what's a change of character? If market is being bearish and it comes to your entry and you are looking for buy, you need to wait for market to change to your direction. You need to wait for market to change the bias to a buying direction before you can actually enter. This improves accuracy and make you to make more money than you lose. Alright, now the number 5 thing is risk management. Risk management is very, in fact, this is the most important part of them all. Now I always recommend you risk 0 to 5% of your account, 0.5 to 1% per trade. Never risk more than 1% or 0.5% of your account. Now why do you need to do this? Because one mistake with leverage can wipe your account if you are risking more than you can afford to lose. Like I have said before, risk management and leveraging doesn't align. You can have a $10,000 account and you can be using 5x leverage and you'll be risking the whole of that $10,000 account. Now that is not risk management, that is absolute bullshit. Alright, so if you want to manage your risks, out of $10,000 account, what you're supposed to risk is $100. Alright, that's $100. That's 1% of your capital. $100 is 1% of your $10,000 account. Because if you are not risking appropriately, one mistake can wipe out the whole of your entire account. Now, here is how to survive and also grow as a crypto futures trader. Here's the truth. Futures trading is not about making money fast. It's about staying in the game long enough to actually make profit. Now the number two thing is for you to actually protect your capital. Crypto futures is actually you protecting your capital, and also number three is actually for you being consistent. Now here are the key rules you need to understand. You don't need to over leverage, you don't need to over trade. Stick to your system, stick to your plan. Survive at first, then profit later. If you cannot survive, you cannot profit later. Alright, also, or if you look around and see what is going on or what is happening around the world, if you embark on let's say you enroll on an army training, or you joined the army, you need to learn how to survive the army before, or you need to master their trading before they can deploy you to any mission. The same thing in futures trading or in trading in general. You need to learn how to survive, then you can profit later. Alright, now here are the mistakes I've made that you can also learn from. I've made mistakes, I've blown accounts, but I learned a lot and I've improved, and now I trade smarter. Now this journey is not a shortcut for you to just say, oh, I know how futures trading works, and you just take the whole of your money without actual understanding of how the market works. It takes months, it takes years for you to actually understand all of these things. Now if you want to start crypto futures trading, always start small. Alright, always start small. Stay disciplined, manage your risks. Alright, comment futures if you're ready to level up, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.